Welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna do a short review of the iBasso DX80. Well, as always, I want to talk about the appearance first, and I have to say that I like this device. I mean, it looks quite simple and still a little bit thick but acceptable, and it has its signature. I mean, the three square buttons in here, and you got a pretty big touch screen. And here, I didn't peel the screen protector off because this is a demo unit. And on this side, you got the volume buttons, nothing else in here. And then the power buttons, yeah, only the power buttons, so simple. And on the top, you got the SPDIF output, just like the DX90, but this time they include the optical output in the device, not just the coaxial. And here, it's the Microsd card slot. You got two card slot, so you can put two cards in here, and it support up to 2 TB as mentioned on the website, but of course you don't have a 2 TB card on the market right now. But that means it can support all card. I mean the storage, and this is the micro USB port. And yeah, on the bottom you got the phone out and also the line out. And for the line out, this time it's the true line out, unlike the DX19, which it has a weird line out that you can still change the volume. And because for a line out, it's supposed to have a fixed output, and this time they really gives you a fixed, consistent output for the line out. And let's turn on the device. Okay, so this is the play screen in here. Well, at first it's a little bit confusing about how to operate this device, and then it has nothing like menu buttons in here, and I found out it's you have to swipe left and right for the operation. Like you have to swipe to the right to get to the option menu, and on this side it's the for you to choose your music from playlists or folders, something like that. Very simple. And you also got the pull down menu, and you can have some quick setting in here, like the gain level. You can choose between high gain and low gain, and also it provides you a digital filter setting, like sharp off or sharp roll off or slow roll off. And you can choose between using this device as a DAC or a USB storage in here, and also only charge. It has an option called only charge for charging, and then you can switch between the gapless play off and on in here. So that's it, pretty simple. And for the battery, I tested it. I remembered it's for 12 hours for playback, and my setting it's on low gain with volume at 70, and I played it for like 12 hours, so it's pretty good actually. And yeah, so the sound, I've compared it to the AK120. I mean the old flagship of Aztec and Count, the small one, and also my AK240, and my I mean the Kind N5, which I reviewed it last time, and it's pretty impressive. I mean the sound quality, and it improved it quite obviously compared to the DX19, but the sound signature also changed it quite a lot, because it somehow become similar to the AK240. I'm not talking about the level of sound quality, but the presentation of the sound, the ratio of everything, the tuning. It's a bit close to the AK240. I think because it is using the same DAC chip as the AK240, and the structure of the circuits a little bit similar, and that's how I think. Wow, am I listening to the 240 at the first time when I listening to the DX80? But of course you still don't get that high level of sound quality compared to the 240. It's close, but not that detailed. But compared to the AK120, it's better than the AK120 in my opinion. It has very slightly more details, and it has a slightly darker background, a little bit more neutral tuning, and a slightly better separation between the musical instrument. But if you were talking about the sense of musicality, I think the AK120 still have a better sense of musicality compared to this device, because the AK120 has kind of warm coloration on the background, and this one has a very clear background and slightly more neutral tuning. But I'm not talking about that it lack of musicality, but it's still very musical to my ears. And compared to the Kind N5, I think it has a overall better sound quality, because especially on the details of the sound and the bass. On the DX80, you can really feel the texture of the bass instruments, and each reach deep is punchy, and it really gives you the details that you need, which I can't really find on the Kind N5. And for the soundstage, it's quite wide, and you can feel the depth of the soundstage, and the presentation of the vocals is not very like the close-up vocal, but it's more like the AK240's presentation. And yeah, it's hard to describe. If it's better to you if you can try the demo, or you listen to your friend's AK240, and then you will know what I'm talking about. The presentation is very close, and yeah, the treble. It's really different from the AK240, because the AK240 has a kind of beautiful, sweet, and slightly bright treble, but on the DX80, it's slightly darker and not that beautiful, in my opinion. And but it's also it still sounds very clean and full of details, just as not as detailed as the AK240. So yeah, overall, it's a very good sounding device. I highly recommend this device to you, considering the price of it. It's quite surprised to find such a good sound quality in this price range. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for your watching, and please subscribe.